attempt to sketch these two nectarines. That's the approximate uh, angle I am looking at it. So I did this, kind of rough sketch in time lapse if you want to check that out on my channel. So let's just jump right in here and try to see if we can get a decent, camera angle. And so this is a really super smooth paper thing. Excuse me. And so this was all HB. I probably should have prepared, shouldn't I? The art studio cleaning elf had visited, and that's why we're not working on that watercolor anymore. Okay, well, I found a kneaded eraser. Okay, so good to have a kneaded eraser. I remember in the 80s when I was in Art Institute of Pittsburgh, these things cost $6, but now they cost, I don't know, 30 cents. Anyway, the old kneaded eraser. What else do we need here? So anyway, I was doing HB. I don't know if I really want to keep going on HB. There's the old electric eraser. I'm not big on blending stumps, but I'm looking for a blending stump anyway. Where they might have gone. Oh, here's one. All right. Let's try a little blending stump action. It's not really working. Didn't do nothing. Okay. Let's try. That's a charcoal pencil. Let's try to jump in with a 4B pencil. Anyway, I've got this, this is the AFMAT pencil sharpener. The pros do this stuff with a knife, but I guess the lazy people do it with the AFMAT pencil sharpener. So anyway, we're gonna jump right in and we're trying to get this area right here. So what we have is a highlight like this, and that's punctuates this form where we have a medium darks here. This has a kind of a reflection on it. Then back here there's a reflection in shadow, which is probably light bouncing off this and then touching, light goes there and hits that. And it's good if we can capture that. There is no light and shadow there. There's a highlight right here that is a highlight in shadow. And of course down here in the shadow there's a highlight and a deeper shadow. Anyway, so big 4B, big fat 4B, here we go. It's a super smooth surface. It's like a hot press or card stock. And these are this is sort of a scribble here, and as we go, hopefully we can refine, and scribbles will evolve into sketching finery somehow. But for now we're just doing these like little scribbles and going with the darkest areas I'm seeing there. And now I see right here there's another like highlight reflection in shadow of the what do you call it, and here I'm gonna try to establish the edge, and here I'm going to try to establish the, so I don't know about this paper, to be honest, but I couldn't find any sketch paper, so here we go. Okay. So this area here is, you know, a lighter highlight. So I'm going to bounce back to the HB pencil to do that. See how it's, you know, a lighter tone. Hello to Wiki R3D. Thank you very much for the compliment. Okay. So we're doing this right here, which is kind of a light dark. It's dark, but it's light. Okay, now we got a dark next to a light dark, so I'm going to try to hit the dark. So, you know, progressing okay. I don't like to see lines in a sketch especially, but at this early stage, you know, we have to get some graphite down on the page, and you know, once we got a lot of graphite down on the page, then we can sort of work around, make it smooth, make it luminescent, make it look like it's supposed to, as we attempt to. Okay, that's good. The 4B is taking a rest now. I'm back to the HB. That was kind of surprising, the way the blending stump didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to try to go a little darker here. So that's a little better. I mean, you don't see a bunch of individual lines, so I like that a lot better. Here I'm going to just try to, this whole area here is, you know, on the dark side compared to the rest. There is a highlight there. I think it's going to be better to attempt to erase that highlight instead of creating it by not adding the pencil to that area. So here, that looks good. And now let's see about the lighter pencil. I think what would be good is something like a 4H. I think would be a wonderful idea. Let's see if I got a 4H. These don't look like, you know, that's a 12B. What's this one? Oh, there's a 4H. What do you know? Okay. Let's see about the 4H. So, looking good. 4H. We're getting, you know, tonal value, but we're not, you know, competing with this the 4B or HB. And I'm going to bounce back to the HB for this area right here. And I'm going to color the shade in this whole thing. And now I'm going to attempt to erase a bit right here. And then I want to erase this thing. It looks like a halo. Well, that looks great, right? And then there's a super, you know, light highlight right here. So let's just try to put that in. So right here, there's no graphite, so it's going to be hard to say hello on my highlight, because if there's nothing to, you know, no shading in the area, then erasing is not going to do much of a highlight. So here we're going to start the highlight like this. And let's see. And then if you really need an extreme highlight, this electric eraser, which cost like $10 for 3, is and I'm curious what's going to happen when we use this, because oftentimes on sketch paper it like scrapes off some paper and then it gets hard to okay. Wow, that looks pretty good. Ah, and look, this special brush that does not smear pencil lead too much, so how about that? This, I guess it turned up when the art studio cleaning elf was here. I got a 2B here. I'm gonna get something in the middle. You know, we had 4B and HB and 4H so far. So here for this 2B, I think I'm going to start to hit this center thing. So let's just see. And this, we would really probably want to jump on the 12B or 6B, but since I have this one in my hand, we're going to go with this. Okay, and then let's see what's happening here. So we can get the so here we don't really want to see, I guess we're at a stage where we don't really need to see pencil lines. Jumping back to the 6H, and so we're just going to see if we can get a very smooth thing happening here. And this is the edge of the highlight right there. So here I'm just going gently, and now I'm going to see about taking more off. And the take more off is not really working too great. And one thing for sure is have some patience for the sketch process. Well, I think the electric eraser might be retiring because I cannot find the whatchamacallits, the eraser thingies. I guess we'll go no electric eraser. Alright, well, I'm going to go with, let's get serious here and get a strong pencil. I don't know if 12B might be a little bit excessive, but whatever, let's find out. So we're going to try to really get serious with these tonal values. I don't know if it looks that great, so I should go back to the stop motion because it's probably a lot more fun to watch this if the thing already looks pretty good. Let's see what's happening here. That's helping a lot. And if we put the shadow here at the bottom, that should really be a plus. Let's see over here. One thing about this paper cardstock stuff is the it does not. I'm gonna have to find the higher quality eraser. Wow, 3 people watching and 2 likes. I was gonna stop, but I guess I'll just keep going now. Let's see what's happening here. So anyway, let's go. That seemed to help a lot to do this on the other side. Okay. And then there's a highlight there, so I'm gonna do, I guess I do the HB. And just color the whole thing. And now we're gonna attempt to pull out a highlight right here. Except the eraser's not working great on the, okay, there we go. Sort of. And let's try to get, try to find a better eraser. That's not one. Isn't that interesting? All right, this one's new, so maybe that'll start erasing more properly. Oh, it could be just this paper. All right, well, anyway. going back to the 2B. Okay, now I'm going to try to hit the background. Let's see if this will erase. Instead of hitting the background, I'm just going to try to get this slightly here. So it doesn't really look like this thing is going inside. That's a big challenge. Maybe slightly inside, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to find the an elevated quality of eraser because let's see what we're looking at here. Looks terrible, but wait, it could start looking good later. I'm going to go back on that time lapse. Thanks everybody for stopping by.